The year is 2034. You and your friends have been working the spinach patch when the alert came across the commune's PA system. A single tone meant someone was missing. 2 tones signaled a fire. 3 tones signaled a Crusader raid. You and the other farmers were already sprinting towards the commune's armory before the 3rd tone ended. Inside the armory, the militia chief and coordinators are quickly issuing weapons and briefing the volunteers. A trading post in Kellogg just got smoked. They put out word on CB before they went dark. Crusaders are burning their way down the I-90. The chief delivers the vital information as he pulls long guns off the wall. One of your comrades, Dean, calls out behind you.
How long does that give us?
Kellogg is close, just 12 miles to the west. You do the math. That only gives you
15 minutes, if we're lucky.
The chief's face is set like a stone. He hands you a rifle. A worn walnut stock greets your palms.
Terry, you're taking the 700. You're the best shot here.
Rummaging through a plastic tote, he finds the last box of ammunition for the rifle. 300 Winchester Magnum. He presses the box firmly into your hand, as if the last precious few cartridges may escape.
Don't miss.
You stick the meager box into your overalls. You find some comfort in the weight of the heavy-barreled rifle. Behind you, the rest of the fire team receives their weapons. Dean is handed a battered AR-15 and a chest rig.
2 mags? Is that all we've got?
The coordinator chirps back quickly.
I'm afraid so, buddy. We're stretching everything we've got across the fire teams. Where are those armored freaks? They're supposed to handle this shit.
Dean asks a question that everyone is thinking. The communes of North Idaho don't have enough resources and manpower for a dedicated military, so instead, they trade resources and supplies for roving protection from a local warband. The chief is plain and matter-of-fact in his response.
Leviathan moved out before daybreak. Bayview put out an SOS late last night. They're getting hit hard.
Bayview, another commune 76 miles to the north. You've got friends there, and your stomach churns, thinking about them fighting for their lives in this very moment.
So we're on our own, against whatever the hell the dome sent up here?
Dean is panicked. The reality sets in for the young man.
Yes, Dean. It's just us.
The chief approaches Dean, pushing a set of binoculars into his chest with one hand and clasping Dean's shoulder with the other.
Just focus on supporting Terry. If she can pick off enough before they get to us, they might retreat.
It takes your fire team 4 minutes to get to your fighting position on the interstate. Along the way, you pass your families and friends, fleeing to the town's center. You and Dean take cover behind the wreck of an old Ford Escape. Sandbags reinforce the soft points of the vehicle. While Dean scans the horizon with his binoculars, you carefully load the internal magazine of the Remington 700. Chamber a round, and then place 4 loose rounds on the sandbags for a quick reload. The rest you dump into your overall pocket.
Terry, I've got movement,
Dean whispers. You steady the rifle on the passenger window of the burnt-out SUV. The 12x40 scope on the rifle gives you a limited field of vision, but it's impossible to miss the trucks weaving through the interstate.
Fuck,
Dean whispers again.
Those guns are huge!
As the trucks close the distance, the weaponry is easier to discern. Several carry heavy machine guns, and the lead truck has steel sheets layered on as makeshift armor. The first truck in the column makes it past the 500-meter marker. A stop sign. The armor plating obscures any silhouette of the driver, and a shield mounted around the machine gun covers most of the gunner. They blow past the 400-meter marker. A bright yellow construction vest tied off to a vehicle wreck. You train your reticle on where the driver should be. You've never shot at a moving vehicle before, and you're not sure if the 300 Win Mag will penetrate the armor covering the driver. The only condition in your favor is that the vehicle is steaming right towards you. so you won't have to lead the shot. You steady your mind and focus on the basics. As the truck approaches, you pace your breathing, preparing to empty your lungs as you fire. Slowly, you press the pad of your finger on the trigger. The truck is about to reach the 300-meter marker, exactly where you're zeroed. Emptying your lungs, you maintain the reticule where you anticipate the driver's body will be behind the viewing port. You apply slow pressure on the trigger as the truck passes the final marker. A sign with "Shoot" spray painted in neon green. The rifle bucks in your hand. You cycle the bolt and reset as quickly as possible. Dean tracks the shot through his binoculars.
You hit something,
He says in hushed anticipation. You track the vehicle again. It swerves and grinds against a guardrail before stopping.
Holy shit!
The elation is broken by the gunner letting loose 50 caliber rounds in wild arcs in your direction. You flinch, but keep tracking the target. Your heart racing under fire. Crusaders dismount from the truck, taking cover in the wreckage.
Terry! The gunner!
Dean yells over the fire. Elsewhere, other communers are firing on the invaders. You track the gunner. Your hands shake and your breathing becomes shorter and faster. You fire.
No good! You hit the shield! Left 3 inches!
Aiming again, you place the reticule on the gunner. The muzzle flash of the machine gun distorts your view. Before you can fire, Dean interrupts you.
Terry's got a spotter!
To the right of the gunner, a crusader holds a pair of high-powered binoculars. He's standing up taller than the gunner. You focus and breathe. Firing at the spotter, as he points a finger at your position, the round tears through his hand and up his arm. A splatter of pink mist momentarily fills the air near the gunner. You cycle the bolt again, this time leaving it open and topping off the 3 rounds you've fired. Pulling straight from the 5 you've lined up on the sandbags, you reset your rifle. As you take aim at the truck, the machine gun fires. Tracers walk up to your position, slapping into the asphalt, then the vehicle. The scope leaves your view, and something jerks your body back. You can see the rifle laying on the road, and your own mangled arm still holding it. Dean's face fills your vision before the shock takes you.